daughter's husband had bought for her. And but that's a whole nother story. I told y'all, you know what? I got stories for days. I got stories for days. Uh, oh yeah, you know what? I'm thinking Pandora's box. I guess that's who they picked the fight with, figuratively speaking. But yeah, it was just a dirty area full of dirty people. There have been you know, there were a lot of rapists in this town too. In the town that I came up in, you know, they would take advantage of females that were under the influence. There was this house. You know what? I will put it out there. There was this house that was known, I think, for some of the males, or a large number of the males in the town. Um, I'm just gonna call it rape. Um, because if a woman is intoxicated and a group of men take advantage of her, that's rape because she's not in her conscious mind to resist them and say no. But see, they'll be the same ones going around trying to slander the name of the folks that were sitting at home watching TV while they were out there raping somebody's daughter. Or they'll be the main ones trying to point out everything that this somebody else did, who actually did probably whatever they did out there, but they won't turn a mirror on themselves. Yeah, so yeah, it was a town of uh, rapists and statutory rapists. Because I've actually been in various workplaces and talked to people who I don't even know who were sexually taken advantage of by something out of the area that I came up in. I'll say somebody. And the person that they were taking advantage of, I'm not friends with the person. I don't know the person like that. But they don't even know I know. So that's why I said, you know, people need to be careful who they pick a fight with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the girls that were um, sexually active when I was in school, I believe that they were probably victims of pedophilia. Because as whorish as the females were that I attended school with, why it just didn't make sense that they were so interested in sex at such a young age. These girls were out there having sex when I was probably still playing with dolls, that type of deal. You know, I mean, I wasn't permitted to go out anyway, so I mean, you know, and I grew up in a very strict household, and that's just how I came up. And I think a lot of those females they envied that because I think their parents didn't care what they did. Good grief! I mean, I don't think they cared. I don't. Um, a lot of those girls, especially the enemies that I had that came up against me, they would actually tease me because I didn't run the streets. They would tease me because I didn't run the streets. But you know, we see who the joke is on now. And I'm talking about they would tease me when I was younger. I wasn't raised that way. I was not brought up that way. And ain't nobody gonna paint no picture of me of being that way just because they don't like me. Because I don't like you either, whoever you are out there. I'm talking about my enemies. You ain't gonna paint no picture of me that's false. Told you I'll fight you tooth and nail. You can believe that. But now, anyway, back to you guys. Yeah, just giving you all a little rundown as to just how trashy the area was, and you couldn't do anything but stay to yourself. Who would want to make friends in an area like that? Why would you want to be affiliated with people like that? If you can even call them people, you know? Excuse me. I mean, for real. You know, the dudes were jealous of the females. What type of male tries to antagonize a female? One that wants to be that female or be a female. You know, it was just that type of sick deal. Jealous of women, jealous of females. You know, and I already spoke about the males that were jealous of me. There were so many of them. You know, um, and a lot of jealous females too. And I'm sure they were jealous of other people too. You know, but like I said, a lot of the kids, I guess they would rather try to join them than be antagonized by them. You know, whatever you want to call it. Me, you couldn't pay me $1 million to hang up under that trash that I went to high school with, and that was hanging out back in the day. You couldn't pay me $1 million. I've had my fair share of hanging with trash. That will never happen no more. Believe that. Because You will learn just because you're not doing what they are doing does not mean they won't come back later on in life and try to attack you once you step into your purpose and then try to project what they were doing onto you and say that you were doing it too, even though you weren't. See, I'm the type of female, this type chick I am. I could be in a room, and I've never been in a room with a lot of men. But if I'm the type of female that can be in a room with a lot of men, and I have not been. But if I were placed in a situation and not one of them would put their hands on me, not one. I was not raised that way. Now, I have not been in a room with a lot of men, but this is my point. A lot of females could not be in the room with one man and not be in the bed with him within 5 minutes. I'm not that type of female. See, I'm a different breed. I'm a different breed. I don't care nothing about that mess. Because when a lot of those females were out there running the streets, I was into other things. I'll share this with you guys. I like fashion designing. So I've always been into my hobbies. When they were out on Friday and Saturday night hoeing around at the local hotels, I was at home designing clothes or working on choreography. That's what my life was like. Like I said, I was the type of female that was stuck up under my family. I was very extremely family oriented. And by me growing up in such a strict household, I just was not tempted by the things that a lot of people were. It didn't mean I didn't go out on a date or, have a boyfriend at one time. But, you know, what's that? That's normal. What's not normal is having multiple men that people are out there sleeping with. That's what's not normal. And that's what the females that came up against me were doing. They were having sex with multiple dudes out there. And that's why when I decided that I wanted to start giving these conferences, I fell under attack because they thought that I was going to be talking about how big of whores they were back in the day. And that's not what I was going to talk about until they attacked me. Now, you come for me, I'm coming for you. I don't care who you are, male or female. It don't make me no difference. You come for me, I'm coming for you. But what I say will be the truth. And see, the only thing your enemies, especially my enemies, can do is put lies out. There's nobody out there that can say that they ever saw me doing what those other females were out there doing. There's nothing wrong with having a boyfriend. Yeah, I had a boyfriend. I went out on dates and I had fun and, I, he bought me different things or whatever. But, what's that? Well, I'll say a few different things. But, just boyfriend, girlfriend stuff. But ain't no pack of whores, a lot of them that have probably never been out on a date, gonna come, or if they did, they had to give it up for him to call them back. No, you're not gonna put your filthy tongue on me, sluts. And I'm talking about those whores from the area that I came up in. Yeah, those gutter butt sluts that thought I was afraid of them. I ain't scared of nobody. Nasty tramps. Because like I said, a lot of them, they were either having sex with the dude or they liked the dude. You know what I'm saying? And they definitely didn't want him with me. But I don't want to give away too much in this conference, you guys, because y'all just would not believe. Y'all would just not believe. I'm going to leave it at that. Because if I keep talking, I'll tell everything. They were some sluts. Oh, my gosh. A lot of them, they stink. The males and the females out there trying to have sex, and you stink. And I'm talking about that trash from the area that I came up in. Please give me a break. At least wash your tail before you spread your tail. And that's to them dudes or the females out there. I don't care. Nasty buzzers. You think you're going to put your filthy lying tongue on me? You crazy. Nasty sluts. I even heard one of them say, and this is one of the ones that came up against me, saying something about if you don't sleep with a dude, I don't know if the person said you can't go out or he ain't gonna spend no money on yours. It was something like that. It was so long ago, you guys. But that's one of the same whores that came up against me when they called themselves trying to form an army against me. Please, give me a break. I think I told her back in the day, well, I sure won't. I don't know how I said it because I've always been very outspoken. I think I said, well, I just won't have no boyfriend then because if he think I'm gonna sleep with him because for no gift or something like that, he crazy. No, because like I said, I've been independent as far as working. I've been independent all my life in that aspect of the word because I worked when I was in high school, so I didn't need no dude out there to buy me nothing. Even when I went out on a date, I don't need you to buy me nothing. I could buy my own food, even though he did because of how I was brought up. But my thing is, I don't need you to do it because I got money in my pocket. Hello. Or